No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bulls will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's talk about Akron. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Zips will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
On the double.
He'll start this drive firing. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The quick out. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Brings him to the open. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Zips.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He's got him.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap it to the back. Turning it on.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
And the Bulls are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on this 2nd drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the 1st down.
The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Power football with the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
29 Philly.
After the run, now to throw. Got his man on the outside. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Buffalo! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Going to swing it on second down. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Akron. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So
He's going to fire deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Finds his man down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Give to the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Bulls.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack.
Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking for room, it's Edwards. Powers through the defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Zips line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets. Bye, Felicia.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He leaves it with his back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Goodwin.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree.
There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Buffalo. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the back. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Ripping through the defense. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Special teams is such a momentum builder. A lot of times you see it change games, and it's so nice when you're a defense and you're about to go on the field. All of a sudden you get a fumble, and now you don't have to go.
There he goes. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Zips come to the line in the hurry up. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. The offense changing the play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Between the uprights, it's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
42, Spider.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Zips will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down.
That receiver is going to think twice about running that same route again as this game goes on because he just got lit up. I'm not even sure how he held on to that ball.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Zips will send out the punt unit. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They booted away on fourth down. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And the Zips are flying down the field. He wants to change this route. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. Past the 20. He's at the touchdown, Buffalo! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Hills. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Goodwin. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Zips will hustle to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't...
There he goes down the right side. Inside the touchdown, Zips. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulls line it up with a 1st and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Coming out with it, it's Hills. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Makes the catch. It's Hills. Completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Zips want to move quickly.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Got a little space. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to the back. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Got it behind the line. It's Goodwin. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's man. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Zips getting set on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Akron!
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and they trail by just 4. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Ready up.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.